Um, hello everybody. Welcome to the Cell&Dross meet God or whatever or whatever we're gonna call this. Uh, Today we're gonna be reading the Bible.
Yeah, specifically the ESV one.
Which is apparently like the most accurate translation.
Or I don't know, accurate or I would say direct, like the words directly.
Yeah, probably that. I also got myself a bowl of peanuts, which is a which actually is a holy food if you look it up.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Okay, let me recycle jokes, okay?
Why?
Because whatever.
Practicing is meant for you to get the bad jokes out of the way.
Okay, whatever.
In the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
wait, let me get my voice on. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters.
The waters? Wait,
Mm-hmm.
waters?
Waters.
Yeah. Wait, that what does that imply that there was water already there?
No.
Oh. Oh, he created the water and he was hovering over it. Is that what it's trying
Yeah.
to say? Oh, okay.
And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there um I don't know.
What's Papa trying to say? You know?
That the earth is good."
Like innately good. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
It is not yet it does not yet have sin.
Yeah.
Oh, by
And
the
God
way,
said,
you
what?
go. You go. I'm going to say that later.
Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants, yielding seed and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind, on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening. with swarms of living creatures and let birds fly across the earth, across the expanses of the heavens. So God created the giant sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And
Wait.
God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day.
Loki,
And God
Loki got aura.
And God said, Let the earth bring forth living creatures, each according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good.
Okay. Okay.
And then God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, Before I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with fruit in its fruit, every tree with seed in its fruit, you shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. The seventh day, God rests.
Okay. Is the I noticed that there is no mention of the fucking like whole Adam's rib thing. It was just he just created man and woman in this version, or does that come later? I have never read the
I
Bible,
think
so.
that comes later.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Because the next like passage is about the creation of man and woman.
Okay, okay.
Give me a second.
What?
I'm chewing
What are you chewing? I'm chewing peanuts.
dark chocolate blueberry thing.
Ooh, that's cute. That's cute.
Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. The creation of man and woman. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. When no bush of the field was yet in the land, and no small plant in the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the land, and there was no man to work the ground, and a mist was going up from the land, as watering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord God made spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river flowed out of Eden and watered the garden, and there it divided and became four rivers. The name of the first it was is the Pishon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and onyx stone are there. And then the second river is the Gihon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. And
Ush?
the name of the third river is the Tigris, which
Whoa!
flows east of Assyria. and the fourth river is the Euphrates River. The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, You may surely eat out of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. Then the Lord God said, It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field and every bird of the heavens, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And wherever the man called every living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all livestock, and to the birds of the heavens, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and when he was slept, he took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken for the man, he made into a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, This at last is bones of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed.
Well,
There's your rib thing.
are we gonna discuss about the about is this sexist? Is this a sexist ideal of the world of how stuff is? What is your
I
take on this?
don't think it is really.
Because it kind of implies that all women are helper of men.
Well, you have to think of the context the word was used back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where
Also, I don't think so, because it says, Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. What that makes me think about is like how a guy, he's leaving his parents to fully dedicate himself to this woman, you know?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it's
And they're not ashamed of it either. So that means that like they both love each other and have like respect for each other.
so a proper union between the two is what you are implying.
That's what it sounds like.
Mhm. I also vaguely remember reading about this somewhere. Once again, don't quote me on this. I am not fully sure, but I do remember that some other translations translate it as a half instead of a rib. They as so God takes a half of fucking Adam and makes it into a woman.
Hmm.
And so I'm not sure if that's another thing of the fucking church censoring the Bible to make it more male sided, which is a thing that has happened many a times.
Yeah.
I might be a little bit too woke. I might be being too woke right now. That friend that's too woke, you know. But like I think stuff like this is very interesting to discuss.
Yeah.
Also, dear viewers, for context, Cell is very high right now, and I am not. I just ate
I
peanuts.
think
Go ahead.
I feel like there's a lot of female characters in the Bible that clearly show like they're still very highly respected. And again, like that's the thing. It's supposed to be a union of two people that really do deeply understand each other. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
there's anything sexist about that, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. No, God just had the idea for men first. That's not really like sexist.
I wonder if okay, so back in like ancient times, women was not a word. That was a thing added way later into language. Man
Yeah.
just meant person, right?
Mm.
I wonder if that is a once again a thing of that changed with translation or if it was always intended to be like
Oh,
this.
translations changed a whole lot.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Like once again, I'm 100% sure it was a completely fucking different book back when it was first written.
Hmm.
Well, okay, technically, it wasn't the time when it was first written. It's several books into one. That's why there's like the fucking gospel of the fucking poop man or whatever the fuck, you know? Like there's a lot of people that made the Bible.
Yeah, that actually is one of the things that kind of bothers me is the fact that we don't have like a very like super duper consistent like I would say obviously everyone reads the King James Bible right now, but the fact that we just don't have like the original Bible that we could go off of and make sure like it's really legit and it hasn't been altered by people or churches or organizations. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think that is it's pretty sad because I would be very curious in just what the first version of the Bible was.
It's
Because
probably very different.
yeah,
Like it will probably have like some passages that you would not be able to understand due to like modern sort of understanding of things.
yeah.
Like there's probably some fucking nonsense in there that's fucking really hard to decipher, you know?
Jabberwocky type shit.
Exactly. All right, you can continue.
Okay. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God actually say, 'You shall not eat of any tree in the garden'?" And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden, but God said, 'You shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, lest you die.' But the serpent said to the woman, 'You will not surely die, for God knows that when you eat out of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.' So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both were opened, and then they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loincloths. So what I think
Hmm.
is just really interesting to me about that whole thing is they wanted to know good and evil, you know?
Mm-hmm. Now another thing I noticed is they gained shame by eating the fig.
Yeah,
Like they that is why we wear clothes, which is kind of interesting to well in the biblical explanation is why we wear clothes is because wisdom gave us shame, which is
yeah.
interesting. Like would a God fearing Christian would the ideal thing to do be to just walk around naked? That's what I feel like it's implying, you know?
I mean, to me, it is more of animals don't have shame. You know, they just do what they do. They have animal instincts.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we were probably like that before we had shame.
Mm-hmm. So you're
So
saying it's
so
like
it's separating us from animals and showing us like how different we are and in humanity compared to animals.
uh-huh. So it's kind of like it is just like a grand realization that we are different than everything else. Like
It's when you're a baby and you get consciousness.
yeah, we no longer act of our of innate nature. Like we are not just purely driven by our anatomy. Now it is now we have thought. We have greater
Yeah.
knowledge. Also, interesting thing um that i- is that Adam literally just kind of goes along with it. Like I always kind of I always kind of had the idea that like Adam kind of refused, but no, I don't know why I did though. Like he just went along with it. Like it was like he didn't even say anything. He was just like, "Yeah, sure, I will eat the fig."
Yeah, but again, I kind of think it is like also kind of inevitable that they would because if you don't have like any higher thinking and you're just an animal, you're gonna be like hungry. Me want food. and like go get food and eat it.
Also, the fact that they can talk. That's kind of
Yeah,
interesting. They have some sort of weird individuality, but they're not like aware of it.
they can talk without being guilty,
Hmm.
which is kind of crazy. Um,
Yeah.
And they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself." He said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" The man said, "The woman who you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." The Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and above all beasts of the field. On your belly you shall go, and dust you shall eat. All the days of your life I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." To the woman he said, "I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." And to Adam he said, "Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In pain you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you. And you shall eat the plants of the field, but by the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return." The man called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. And the Lord God made for Adam and for his wife garments of skins, and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, "Behold, the man has become like one of us in knowing good and evil. Now lest he reach out his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever." Therefore the Lord God sent him out from the garden of Eden to work the garden from which he was taken. He drove out the man, and at the east of the garden of Eden he placed the cherubim and a flaming sword that turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life.
Whoa. I, I kind of, he did God just like create fucking like, like, did God just assign Eve as a trad wife as a punishment? What the? I didn't know that. I I thought he just banished them to Earth, where they were in the desert. I thought that was it. I didn't know they. And I guess the birth thing. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, women have the punishment of birth being very painful.
Yeah. And what the fuck did did Adam even get? Did he like? Did he get anything? He just like said like you will become dust.
Um, Adams says like, "By the sweat of your face you shall eat bread," which to me is like you have to do a lot of hard work and like physical work.
Mm-hmm. So what a huh?
And it also says, "Thorns and thistles shall bring forth for you." I don't know. It's a little confusing, to be honest.
Well, now I'm kind of confused
Here, I sent it.
because you have listened to the voice of your wife and have eat of which I command you. You shall not eat of it. Huh. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Because I I guess I just never thought of it as a punishment. Once again, that's kind of weird. That it, the roles are so ingrained. Is it because like like a lot of the societal shit is purely because of like Christianity and religion. And now I'm thinking like, is it like sort of like self punishment? Is that why like
Yeah,
we are punishing ourselves by living life similar to Adam and Eve? Is that it? Would it? What exactly is stopping us? Okay, what is stopping us from imitating what Adam and Eve were before the before they got punished? What is feels kind of weird.
maybe it just doesn't come naturally at all, really.
Maybe. Like, just interesting to think about. You can continue.
Now Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived him and bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with the help of the Lord. And again she bore his brother Abel. Now Abel was the keeper of his sheep, and Cain a worker of the ground. So yeah, see Cain being a worker of the ground, and Abel being a keeper of sheep, like they're like doing
Man, man stuff.
physical stuff.
Yeah. I was joking.
In the course of time, Cain brought to the Lord an offering of the fruit of the ground, and Abel also brought of the fish firstborn of his flock and of their fat portions. And the Lord had regard for Abel and his offering, but for Cain and his offering he had no regard. So Cain was very angry, and his face fell. The Lord said to Cain, Why are you angry, and why is your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, and you must rule over it. Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. And the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And the Lord said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it shall no longer yield to you its strength. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me today away from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. And the Lord said to him, Not so. If anyone kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest anyone who found him should attack him. Then Cain went away from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden.
Whoa. But Cain's kind of a little bit like like one like okay, you could have just like you could have literally just like gone and raised sheep instead of fucking getting the fruit, you know?
Yeah, I feel like God preferred the sheep because it was a living thing.
I guess. Well, sheep have some sort of like um a lot of religious symbolism associated with it because sheep are seen as like
Yeah.
innocent, right?
Yes, and you are my shepherd, you are my flock. You know,
Yeah.
we're God's sheep, and He takes care of us and whatnot.
hmm There's also
And He shows
the
us
idea.
He shows us the way.
There's also the idea of a black sheep, you know, like that's a cultural thing,
Yeah.
but it probably derives from the same thing.
Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore her Enoch. Eunuch? No,
You,
not eunuch.
I think it is
Enoch.
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 When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad fathered Mehujael, and Mehujael fathered Methushael, and Methushael fathered Lamech, and Lamech took two wives. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. Ada
Mhm.
bore Jabal, who he was the father of those who dwell in tents and of livestock. His brother's name was Jubal, and he was the father of all those who play the lyre and pipe. Zillah also bore Tubal-Cain. He was the forger of all instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice. You wives of Lamech, listen to what I say. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for striking me. If Cain's revenge is sevenfold, then Lamech's is 77-fold. Yo, well, that's crazy.
What?
What? Lamech was kind of fire, bro.
Whoa. Now I'm kind of thinking, like, who the fuck wrote Genesis? Like, who wrote the Genesis part of the book? Who wrote the Genesis book? Do we have any info on that? Is it?
I feel like we do, yeah. Wouldn't it just be one of the prophets, like John or something?
Well, wouldn't it have to be somebody that would know about this? Who would know about the creation of everything? Like
Jesus.
Well, I guess, would Jesus know? I don't know if Jesus is all knowing.
Moses. Wrote Genesis.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was like fucking God's number one for a little while.
Yeah. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, and he called his name Enosh. At that time, people to call upon the name of the Lord. This is the book of the generations of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. Male and female, he created them, and he blessed them and named them man. When they were created, when Adam had lived 130 years, he fathered a son in his own likeness after his image and named him Seth. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. When Seth had lived 105 years, he fathered Enosh. Seth lived after he fathered Enosh 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he fathered Kenan. Enosh lived after he fathered Kenan 850 years and had other sons and daughters. And less all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers and names all of a sudden.
Can you read at 15?
You want me to go?
At 15, yeah, you take over real quick.
15? What?
15.
What? 15? What? Well, what 15?
Genesis 5:15.
Genesis 5:15. Oh my God. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he fathered Jared. Mahalalel lived after he fathered Jared 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he fathered Enoch. Jared lived after he fathered Enoch 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Jared were 1962 years, and he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he fathered Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was not walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he fathered Lamech. Methuselah lived after he fathered Lamech 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And when Lamech had lived 182 years, he fathered a son and called his name Noah, saying, "Out of the ground." And the Lord has cursed, "This one shall bring us relief from our work and from our painful toil of our hands." Lamech lived after he fathered Noah 595 years and had other sons and other daughters. Thus, all of the days of Lamech were 777 years when he died. After Noah was 500 years old, Noah fathered Shem, Ham, and Japheth, increasing corruption on earth. Okay. Oh my god. That shit. They didn't. There was no need for that much repetition, dog. Repetition.
Yeah, that is. It's definitely a point where it's like, well, that's a lot of reputation.
Like, do we really like what I'm saying is, do we need to fucking know about Mahalalel? Mahalalel? What did he do? He fucking did nothing.
It's just for the timeline.
I guess they want us to know the specific timeline of events.
Well, it's like for timeline of families, so we can know how. Like, if we had perfect record keeping, we would be able to trace our lives back to the Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have perfect timelines.
Well, okay. After 13 generation, I'm pretty sure like there's no biological makeup connected to like anybody else. So
no,
that's only how far we can go. So we are technically not related to Adam and Eve.
I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up to think about.
I mean, to me, it's like, I mean, we still are humans.
Yeah, it's more so a spiritual thing.
Yes. When man began to multiply on the face of the land, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives any they chose. And the Lord said, "My spirit shall not abide in man forever, for he is flesh. His day shall be 120 years." The
Nephilim
were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came into the daughters of man, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. So the Lord said, "I will blot out man whom I have created from the face of the land, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heavens, for I am sorry that I have made them." But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God, and Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Japheth.
I
like the guy from Off.
Yeah. You got anything to say?
I mean, this is the first fucking mention of the Nephilim. The fucking
Yeah.
the secret, the thing that is like the biggest fucking mystery in the Bible. The sons the sons of angels and man and woman.
Yeah.
Like that's barely ever fucking acknowledged, and I feel like that's terrifying. Like that's terrifying knowledge that the Nephilim are just there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're telling me that fucking half human, half angel hybrids are walking the fucking earth, fucking towering over everything? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, though, I'm pretty sure the Nephilim later on are also said to be fallen angels, which is which is pretty well, I don't. I would not want to meet a fallen angel. Let's be honest. Would you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I feel like he would behead me.
Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to make it. The length of the ark 300 cubits, its breadth 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark and finish it with a cubit above, and set the door of all of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks, for behold, I shall bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort in the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds according to their kinds, and of the animals according to their kinds, of every creeping thing of the ground according to its kind. 2 of every sort shall come into you to keep them alive. Also take with you every sort of food that is eaten, and store it up. It shall serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this. He did all that God commanded him. And the Lord said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Take what you 7 pairs of all clean animals, the male and his mate, and a pair of the animals that are not clean, the male and his mate, and 7 pairs of the birds of the heavens, also male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For in 7 days I shall send rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living thing that I have made I will blot out from the face of the ground. And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him.
Now I've noticed something interesting. It's not a flood like in this tradition. Like there's not rushing water. That shit was building up over 40 days.
Yeah.
It was just rising fucking water levels, dude. I feel like that's scarier. Like, like just the water slowly rising until everybody's dead. Like, is that not scary?
The song, this is a song where it's 40 days and 40 nights. And I low-key never even realized it was a reference to this part of the Bible.
40 is a very good number. I feel like it has a good rhythm to it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, clearly it's like definitely like you can't just pick those 2 numbers
Without like, yeah, they feel very specific.
yeah.
What is up with fucking? Why did God even do that? Like I understand it was because the world was fucking sucked, but like, did it come back that much better? Like, how bad did it have to be for him to be like, we're starting over? Like,
I don't know, but I wouldn't want to know.
no, I'm just thinking, like, how much worse could it have been?
It's probably like super, super duper evil.
The thing is that like, what could have done that was more violent than what we do in the current days?
It's something that we just can't comprehend, probably.
Like, was there like some was there a different way of, like, what fucking evil magic did it have then that God needed to be like destroy? Like, was there like void fluid? Did they like
There
melt
was
people's souls?
that, yeah, there was warfare where they were like killing other people's souls.
Yeah, they were erasing those people from reality. Like
Yeah.
that shit was like, no, I do that. That's my job, bro. Get out of here. I'm gonna flood everybody now. Except fucking Noah, cause he's my goat. Why did specifically select Noah? What was so Was he like the best fit for the
He was-
job?
Maybe he was just the chillest human.
Yeah. Why did he specifically choose a flood? Like he
Because I guess because the water was one of the first things he made.
yeah, I guess he really is all about theatrics, isn't he? Like
Before he made the earth, he made the water first.
yeah, I was more so saying like he could have just like snapped them out of existence, couldn't he?
I would say yes, but he never makes he didn't make humans out of nothing. So why would he destroy them?
I guess
That instead of like
that does make sense, but it also kind of paints him as like not actually being able to do anything. He's just like a
oh
greater.
well he definitely can because he makes Mary Magdalene pregnant just with the flick of a wrist.
Well, well, I always kind of assumed that was like literally just like that's what that's how a that's how gods fuck. That's that's what I thought. That's how
Yeah,
gods do the thing.
but no, obviously he made the first things out of nothing, but after anytime after there was something, he made stuff
He
out of
also got
something that already
tired.
existed.
Like he took a
Yeah, he got
break.
tired, but anyone would get tired after 7 days.
I feel like he's I don't know. I feel like he's not actually all like he's all powerful, but I don't think I think he has limits. I'm gonna be honest. I could like I don't like I don't know. I just kind of feel like he's like sometimes he's just kind of like fuck, dude, that's too much work, you know?
Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense because he based humans off of himself, and we're the same way. We have limits too.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably is what. Damn, God low key lazy.
He's not lazy.
Well, he can be a little
He,
lazy.
he more he more successful than you.
Why are you
He do more
saying
than
that?
you.
No, no, no. Come on, stop being so mean to me.
Noah was 600 years old when the flood of the waters came up upon the earth, and Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood, of clean animals, of animals that are not clean, and of birds, and of everything that creeps on the ground. Two and two, male and female, went into the ark with Noah as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days the water flood came up upon the earth. In the 600th day of Noah's life, in the second month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened, and rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day Noah and his sons Sem and Ham and Japheth and Noah's wife and the
Bro,
three
his
wives of
name
the
is
sons of them
Ham.
entered. Yeah, and the three wives of the sons of them entered the ark, they and every beast according to its kind, and of all the livestock according to their kinds, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, every winged creature. They went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh, in which there was the breath of life. And those that entered, male and female of all flesh, went in, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. The flood continued 40 days on the earth. The wind increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered. The waters prevailed above the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep, and all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, livestock, beasts, all swarming creatures that swarm on the earth, and all mankind, everything on the dry land, in whose nostrils was the breath of life, died. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground, man and animal, and creeping things, and birds of the heavens. They were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ark, and the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days.
Um. Okay. Now, semi-related, but now I'm like, how are like flat earthers Christian? Like how are they? How do they explain the flood?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that kind of like specifically said that like the flat earth don't like that, that's not how it is, because then the water would just flow out, you know.
Yeah,
But the water was over the mountains.
it was over the mountains.
Like I feel like they don't read the Bible.
No, I don't think flat earthers really read.
True. True. We're at the 51 mark, 51 hours mark, 51 minutes mark, not hours.
Hey, that's a lot.
Do you think 1 hour is an appropriate stopping point, or do you want to go
Yeah,
like an even chapter, like 10?
I low-key want to do an even chapter, but Genesis is pretty long.
We can stop at like 10 if we get there.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
You can go.
Okay. Um. Okay. But God remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the livestock that were with him in the ark, and God made a wind blow over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were closed. The rain from the heavens was restrained, and the waters receded from the earth continually. At the end of 150 days, the waters had abated, and in the 7th month, on the 7th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat, and the waters continued to abate until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st day of the month, the tops of the mountains were seen. At the end of 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark that he had made, and sent forth a raven, and went to and fro until the waters were dried up from the earth. Then he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters had subsided from the face of the ground. But the dove found no place to set her feet, and she returned to him to the ark, for the waters were still on the face of the whole earth. So he put out his hand and took her, and brought her into the ark with him. He waited another 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark, and the dove came back to him in the evening, and behold, in her mouth was a freshly plucked olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had subsided from the earth. Then he waited another 7 days, and sent forth the dove, and she did not return to him
Breathe.
anymore.
Breathe.
Yeah,
There we go.
breathe, breathe.
You were gonna
In the
fucking
six
like die.
hundred and first year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried from off the earth, and Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. In the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth had dried out. Then God said to Noah, "Go out from the ark, you and your wife and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every living thing that is with you of all flesh, birds and animals, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, that they may swarm on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth." So Noah went out, and his sons and his wives and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every bird, everything that moves on the earth went out by families from the ark.
I like how they call bugs creeping things.
Yeah.
It's kind of hashtag wholesome.
Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and took some of every clean animal and some of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And when the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, the Lord said in his heart, "I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither Never, never will I ever strike down every living creature as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease.
Damn, God. Damn.
Bro,
Are you?
he you made all this for me? I'll never do that ever again.
What? Why did he do it though? Now I'm questioning. Like, does he just do shit because he feels like it? Like, does does God have like a fucking like? Is there is there a reason behind God's action? Is what I'm questioning.
You're like, it's like, does God have BPD?
Is God? Yeah. Does God have BPD? That's exactly what I was thinking.
No. No, I don't think he has BPD. I think he just has emotions and reactions just like we do.
Yeah, but
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 honestly,
he's
he's
like a little bit.
powerful.
He's like a little bit like he just does shit sometimes, and it's kind of hard to tell what he wants to do.
I don't really think it's random. Because he does stuff because, like, he did it because man was being evil as hell.
Yeah, I really wish I could know what the fuck they were doing that God was like, we got to start clean, we got to start from new, and
It's literally just stuff that we probably couldn't even imagine doing.
yeah, but like
It's like insanely evil things.
it has to be things we can't do anymore because the things that they needed are gone. Like there was some forbidden fucking
Literally.
knowledge. Was it the Nephilim? Was that what the Nephilim were doing? Was it be fucking?
Maybe.
Is it because
It could be something to do with the Nephilim, I don't know.
just kind of like there's like he hidden lower in the Bible, you know?
Yeah. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps in the ground, and all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything, but you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is blood, and for your lifeblood I will require a reckoning. From every beast I will require it, and from man, from his fellow man, I will require reckoning for the life of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed, for God made man in his own image. And you be fruitful and multiply, increase greatly on the earth, and multiply in it. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, behold, I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you, for every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark. It is for every beast of the earth I establish my covenant with you, that never shall again all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, this is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that's between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. God said to Noah, that is the sign of the covenant that is established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. You know what's always kind of weird to me?
Yeah.
So, not just in the Bible, but like every single old book never mentioned dinosaurs.
Yeah. Probably because
I
they
low
didn't know what they were.
I low key just think that like dinosaurs are made up though.
Now we're not getting into the made up dinosaurs discussion.
I mean, okay, like you're telling me like the oldest books we have don't mention dinosaurs? Nothing we have mentions dinosaurs. No guy has found like why did it take so long for us to dig up a dinosaur, bro?
When did we? What if? Okay, there was no way for other people to talk about the weird bones they found. Like there was probably some fucking like Mesopotamian society that found like a skeleton and it was like okay, and they never told anybody because they didn't have the fucking internet or like telegraph or like whatever the fuck. Like they couldn't tell anybody they found weird fucked up bones.
Dude, art and legend spread. That would become like culture and shit.
Did okay, like when what if okay, I why would you make up dinosaurs? That's the thing. Why would you do that?
I don't know. But how come like in every single religious textbook, none of them ever mention dinosaurs?
What if that's what the fuck the fucking the crawling things are? What if that's what they are, huh?
That is totally talking about like bugs and insects and arthropods.
Mm-hmm. What if what if dinosaurs were just animals back then?
Well, they are or were, but I still feel like because a lot of animals are described in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of animals aren't described too. I'm 100%
Yeah.
sure. There is no description of an echidna in the fucking Bible. 100%.
Well, yeah, but it's like the most common animals.
And maybe dinosaurs weren't common back then, huh?
Well, then why weren't they?
Well, why didn't they describe
Well, okay.
echidnas?
Are you gonna tell me that he fit two T Rexes on the ark?
Well, no, maybe the dinosaurs died in the flood. How about that?
But he says it's two of every single animal. So if they're considered an animal, they would not be die in the flood.
What if they weren't considered animals? How about that?
Then why would they not be listed at all?
Well, he said animals, not fucking dinosaurs.
So then you said well, but
Okay,
he's listing every living thing on Earth.
the dinosaurs aren't living. They're
So
dinosaurs.
they're dead before the flood happened.
No, they're monsters. That's my
Yeah,
theory.
I think they would mention monsters in the first part of the Bible. That seems like a pretty important thing to mention or talk about. Oh, and then God made the monster dinosaurs.
Okay, okay, wait. New theory. The Nephilim are dinosaurs.
I don't think dinosaurs are angels.
Well, no, the Nephilim are specifically men of angels and human.
So you're saying dinosaurs are like our babies?
Yes, like fucked up human baby things. Like
I, I don't know.
that's
It
kind of
doesn't
scary to
make
think
sense
about.
to me.
That's kind of scary to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, dude.
that oh my god, dude, that's I Loki. I gotta sneak that into some fucking writing project of mine. That the Nephilim were fucking dinosaurs. Like there's some fucked up crazy shit you could do with that. Like imagine a dinosaur fucking speaking to you in like tongues. What the fuck?
Yeah, dinosaurs are pretty scary.
Like a dinosaur convincing you to fucking like to join the dark side.
The sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Japheth. Japheth.
Ham was the father of Canaan. These were the sons of Noah, and from these the people of the whole earth were dispersed. Noah began to be a man in the soil, and he planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and became drunk and laid uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and walked backward and covered the nakedness of their father. Their fathers returned backward, and they did not see their father's nakedness. When Noah awake from his wine and knew that what his youngest son had done to him, he said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant shall he be to his brothers. Shall He also said, "Blessed by the Lord, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be a servant." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died.
That,
Bro, you see your naked dad, and then you get cursed to be a servant to your brothers.
that what the fuck, God? What the fuck? I'd be pissed the fuck off if that happened to me. Unironically, I would legit fucking revolt. I would beat God's ass. I would find a way.
You would get smited, dude. You would get shocked by thunder and killed and turned into ashes.
No, I'm gonna go meet up with with the snake. I'm gonna go meet up with the snake, dude.
You just could have not looked at your naked dad.
I didn't need to look at my naked dad. I didn't want. He was just
Uh,
fucking.
it just happened.
Why am I cursed to forever be the servant to my fucking brothers?
I don't know.
Why?
You look at your naked dad.
Why? That's what. That's what. Why do I get punished?
Nations descended from Noah. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshesh, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan: Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these, the coastland people spread into the lands, each with their own with his own language by their clans and their nations. The sons of Ham: Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush: Seba, Havilah, Sabtan, Ramah, and Sabteka. The sons of Ramah: Sheba and Dedan.
Wait, what?
Cush fathered Nimrod. He was the first on earth to be a mighty man. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From that land he went into Assyria and built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Kala, and Rezin between Nineveh and Kala. That is the great city. Egypt fathered Ludim, Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtunim, Pathrusim, Casluhim, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorim. Canaan fathered Siddim to his firstborn in Heth, and the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, to the Hivites, the Arkites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarlites, and the Hamathites. Afterward, the clan of the Canaanites dispersed, and the territory of the Canaanites extended from Sidon in the direction of Gerar as far as Gaza, and the direction of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. To Shem also the father of all of the children of Eber, the elder brother of Japheth. Children were born, the sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Uz, Hel, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan fathered Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmav, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzah, Dikla, Obal, Abamil, Sheba, up here, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. The territory in which they lived extended from Mesha in the direction of Sephar to the hills country of the east. These are the sons of Shem by their clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. These are the clans of the sons of Noah according to their genealogies and their
Genealogies.
nations, and from these the nations spread abroad on the earth after the flood.
Okay, so we've reached the checkpoints. This is
Yes,
um a bunch of fucking silly names, huh?
a lot of them. And some of them I remember a lot more than other ones, weirdly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Also,
the Canaanites are very important.
mm-hmm. Also, first mention of Gaza too.
Yes.
Interesting.
There was a few other ones that have get mentioned pretty frequently throughout the Bible.
Yeah, I know.
And also ones that like a lot of writers take notice.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's a guy named Yera.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Yera. That's how the voice clip goes. I'm referencing Isaac if anybody has. That's what I was thinking.
I like that the one guy's name is Nimrod.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the actual fucking term Nimrod comes from. Also, I like how it's specific.
Also
Like,
Sodom and Gomorrah mentioned as well.
yeah, but they're also mentioned as guys, right? Here,
Yeah.
huh? So I guess yeah, before okay, I guess they made the city. They died, and the cities were named after them. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
So, do you think like Sodom and Gomorrah were like chill guys?
I don't know.
Like, do you think it's kind of a thing after their death, or is it because of them directly that you know it became Sodom and Gomorrah became what it was?
Not really sure. A lot of people in the Bible really live for like a super duper long time.
Oh yeah, it's usually like 300 years.
Usually, but also some get like are like 500.
Yeah,
And if you get really lucky, you can live for like 1,000 years.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of
It
crazy.
really is. I find it just impressive because could you imagine talking to someone who lived for like 950 years? Like, oh my gosh.
Like, bro, was Noah chill? Like, was he like how he was he, dude?
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if he was chill or if he was pretty uptight with his children.
Yeah, pretty. Honestly, getting to talk to like any of these people, okay, they learned the ability to understand perfect modern day English. Okay,
Yeah.
like talking with any of these would be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? Like, what would you tell them?
Because they literally have like 800 more years of life experience than us.
They also don't know jack shit of like about modern day. So like imagine showing like fucking Noah like a labubu.
6, 7, yeah.
Yeah, like oh dude, they would probably get kind of pissed at you for labubu because it kind of sounds like lapuzu. Like they're gonna think they're like demonic artifacts.
Well, I don't think they would think of, because devils didn't really exist when Noah was alive.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Like, that's like around more of Jesus' time, where Jesus starts like casting demons out of pigs.
Yeah,
Or
that's
casting demons into pigs. Because like right now it's solely focused on like human evil.
yeah. There
There's not really any mentions of demons right
there
now.
are also the Nephilim, which are doing whatever they're doing. They're literally never talked about. They're just there.
Yeah,
They could also be dead from the flood, but they also get mentioned on later on.
I
So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're dead from the flood.
like, what are they?
I
Where
don't
are
know.
they?
Maybe they are in heaven. Maybe they're in Eden. I don't know where they are.
Isn't
So yeah,
Goliath supposed to be a Nephilim?
I guess I will. I'll read the last Tower of Babel part.
Just like the first, like what the Tower of Babel. That.
Yeah, and then end right before Shem's descendants.
Mm-hmm.
Now the whole earth had one language and the same words. And as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. And they said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. And let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth." And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of man had built. And then the Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they have all one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do, and nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and there confuse their language, so that they may not understand one another's speech." So the Lord dispersed them from there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. Therefore its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth. And from there the Lord dispersed them over the face of all the earth. So God says,
No.
you guys don't get all one language.
No. Literally, why did he do that? Because they could do anything with one language. God is Loki kind of a fucking little trickster.
I'm just sure he had reason to. Maybe that was like leading to the evil again, and he was like, "I really don't want to like flood the earth again," and I said I wouldn't flood the earth again, so maybe I'll just like mess up their languages.
That's kind of a fucking. That's kind of. Dude, that must actually be pretty scary. Like all of a sudden you start
Huh.
not understanding anybody around you and you speak weird now.
What is this?
What is this? I am a German. Oh my god! No way!
Well,
Well,
Tower Robber is so cool. I like to like, alright, we're gonna make it out of bricks.
yeah, we're gonna low key. Low key would be kind of really fun to just like build shit out of bricks. Like, wouldn't it? Just like,
I guess I feel like because like the idea is like they're building like a tower to heaven, right?
yeah, pretty much.
And that's they were building it because they all had one language. They were all working together.
Yeah.
But
The,
by not like we could never build like a tower to heaven now because we all speak different languages. We wouldn't have enough people for it, I
okay,
guess.
we probably could. We probably could build a tower to heaven. Like,
Maybe,
we've been to the moon, so come on.
but that's different.
But yeah, it's just that heaven, as we know it, is it might be like a more metaphysical thing, or maybe it's not actually a place.
Maybe they had a way to actually make a tower that was metaphysical.
Okay, yeah, yeah, sure. Once again, it's kind of hard to praise the kind of listen. We have modern knowledge, and back when this was written, it was kind of like they didn't know a lot. Okay.
They didn't know a lot, but also they knew more in some regards.
Hmm. Yeah. I I don't want I don't want to be like a Reddit atheist. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be courteous, virtuous. Yeah. That.
Well, I'm saying they have ancient knowledge.
Yeah. That's probably the knowledge that caused that like that they used to like fucking do the evil shit they did back before the flood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the type of knowledge they got going on.
Also, I kind of
They
noticed
they
that
could probably low key like levitate stuff.
they probably could, dude. The shit they were getting back, the shit fucking Kane was doing back then was like, bro, you don't want to know that shit. Like
Literally,
he was moving different, is what I'm trying to say.
he was a serial killer who killed people for fun.
Fucking dude, being the fucking guy that invented murder must be kind of fucking fire, right? I created this. This is mine. I killed.
No, he didn't live a very happy life though, really.
Yeah, well, he kind of got punished for everybody to want to kill him, you know?
But no one could kill him.
Yeah, no one could kill him, but everybody wanted to kill him. Was that not it? Did I
I mean,
misunderstand?
yeah, that was kind of it.
Like he had like a mark put on him. Everybody fucking wanted to kill him, but he could not die. He could
Yeah,
not be killed. Uh, is it ever said if he actually died?
yeah, he died.
He,
I
because
think it's like after 900 years or something.
okay, 900 years. Like I was just kind of questioning, like, could fucking Kane just like, could he have just tanked the flood and he's out there somewhere?
No,
Would that not be kind of scary to have like,
it would be scary.
like, what do you think the mark looks like? Do you think it's like an aura, or do you think it's like something on the skin?
Yeah, aura. It's like a red aura.
Yeah, he has like Kaioken.
Yo, you gotta draw like what that would look like.
You you want me to you want me to draw fucking awesome Kaioken Kane?
Yeah,
Kaioken?
but you have to do that later. Just like put it in the video, like in post.
Okay, I'm sure. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay,
Okay.
I kind of want to go to sleep now.
Yeah, but we had a pretty good episode, huh? Well,
I think we did, and I'm really excited to finish Genesis.
bye bye everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cell&Dross Meet God podcast. Episode
Tell
1.
us your favorite character names so far.
And
I like
also
Shem.
what the fuck do you think the Nephilim are up to?
Yeah,
They
what are your guys' opinions on the Nephilim? Are they evil? Are they good? What is it like? I feel like they kind of have to be evil since like it was like humans and angels doing the dirty work.
Yeah. My favorite character probably is Yara, because I like Yara from I like the
Yeah,
Lion. Yara. All right. Have a good one,
yeah.
everybody. Bye bye. Say
Bye
bye bye too.
bye.